the fight's going to be boring as hell. Because any fight he's in is boring as hell.
Shakur is a really good boxer.
He's a good boxer, but it's nothing that stands out to me. It's just, okay, you know how to move, blah, 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 but it's nothing like Tank or me or
like somebody gotta stand out.
Like
like you're not just fighting
I
anybody.
see boxers all the time. I've been watching boxers my whole life. I know the ones that are different. He's not different. Shakur will do everything, you know, not even to get like an ounce of hitting. Like he's scared to really lock in and get in there. Devin's not.
But Shakur, that guy will put anybody to sleep outside the ring, not inside the ring, because that's like he's the most boring fighter in the history of boxing. And they say whatever they want, they can hype him up and all that stuff, but I really feel bad for him because there's no way they could put him on pay-per-view. He can't sell a fight.
Boxing pros are weighing in on Teofimo Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson, with many predicting Shakur will rely on movement and defense. Critics label his style as running and boring, while others argue it's high-level ring IQ.
What do you think about the criticism that Shakur gets? Like, people say that he's
boring and all that.
he's not entertaining.
I mean, look, he's like an Andre Ward style. Andre Ward wasn't really that entertaining, but got the win. I mean, that's what boxing's all about. So I used to love watching Andre Ward fight because it was so punch perfect. I watched his footwork, how he'd move to the right, to the left, and I trained with him as well, with Virgil, and I used to watch how he trained and how he fought, and I thought how he puts his hands there and uses it as a defense, and then pulls your hands down and catches you over the top, and them little things. So this is a fight that people get, because you got two different styles. You got an offensive, defensive in Lopez, and you've got a defensive in Shakur.
As the boxing world gears up for one of the most awaited fights of early 2026, discussion is centered not just on who will win, but also on how the fight will unfold.
When it comes to explosiveness, I would have to go with Tio. When it comes to actual rapid speed, I would have to go with Tio. But when it comes to body punching, when it comes to good timing, when it comes to craft, I would have to give all of that to Shakur Stevenson.
What do you think, Doug?
They're both boxers. I look at Stevenson as a versatile technician. I look at Teofimo. He's a boxer puncher, but his specialty is his counter punching. Listen, if Stevenson wants to be on his stick and move game, very difficult style matchup for Teofimo, and maybe not that entertaining to the fans.
Because Stevenson's longer.
Exactly.
Stevenson's defense probably the best in the game,
and
he's longer.
Great reflexes and timing, and so does Teo. That's why he's a great counter puncher. But Teo's, he's a very special athlete, and as a competitor, he is one of those guys who saves his A game for a fellow elite opponent. That's when he really rises his game and shows us the Teofimo Lopez that everybody thought he was when he was a pro.
Shakur Stevenson, the unbeaten WBC lightweight champion, is widely recognized for his defensive wizardry. His ability to use footwork, angles, and distance management has made him exceedingly difficult to hit. This style has earned him both praise for technical brilliance and criticism for not generating action every second of a fight.
The 135 contemporaries have a lot to say these days. Shakur Stevenson, well, of course he's now 135 after all that stuff, and then Devin Haney.
Right, so why people even talk like he the best at, he didn't even fight at 135 yet.
Right.
He didn't even have power at 126, 30 or none of that.
He is good.
Okay. How can you, all that's just okay. How can you stop people that can actually hit? No matter all that boxing, you're going to get hit.
Teofimo Lopez, on the other hand, is known for his athleticism, power, and aggression. As a former unified champion at lightweight and now a defending WBO champion at super lightweight, Lopez's game is built around taking a fight to opponents and landing decisive punches.
Sure, we haven't seen him around 140. We have seen Teofimo do good at 140, so it's a tricky one. I think it's a 50-50 chess game inside that ring.
If you had to get somebody 51, the other guy 49, like the smallest
You're going to put him in the spot. But only because I fought him before. I'll give him that 1% Shakur because I've fought him. I've never stepped in the ring with Teofimo. I've seen him fight, and I've seen him personally spar, and I've seen him. He's an amazing fighter. But I will only give him that one Shakur because I've stepped in the ring with him.
Against someone like Steph Vincent, who relies heavily on movement, Lopez believes his approach of pressure and combinations can disrupt the southpaw's rhythm.
Be number one, in boxing, so to speak. He's coming for my crown at the, super lightweight division. And honestly, nevertheless, it's all about the fans.
Who has a better resume between you two guys, do you think?
Man, I'll tell you again, honestly, it doesn't matter until we hang up the gloves. I think that we still have such a long, depending how well we do with our health, we got a long career ahead of us, man. So this is just something for everybody for 2026. We started off with a bang, and we go from there.
Meanwhile, Tim Bradley emphasizes that Shakur can stay aggressive, using his jab and feints to throw Teo off balance and control the pace without needing to run or retreat.
Shakur ain't got to really move. Yeah, it sounds crazy. Shakur can actually walk to Teo. Yeah, he can walk to Teo. Yeah, long as he walk behind with the jab, long as he walk behind with feints, because feints throw off Teo. Jabs throw off Teo as well. He's a counterpuncher. Yeah, he's a counterpuncher. So if you can keep him off balance and keep him guessing, keeping that jab in his face, and you force him back, yeah, he moves his feet, but he makes a lot of mistakes. Gets himself out of position a lot of times. He's out of position a lot of the times, man. Brings those feet together at times. Oh, yeah. When he moves side to side, same thing. He responsibly defensively, nah. When he disengages, defense is whack. Trash. Yeah. When he resets, a lot of time he comes in the range, he's standing straight up. Come on, man. Shakur can take advantage of Teo not being that great on the inside, not being that great at mid-range.
He points out that Teo often gets out of position and resets poorly, allowing Shakur to stand his ground, read punches, and use his boxing IQ instead of constantly moving around.
He ain't got to run from Teo. No, he can stand right in front of Teo. He could, yeah, and see all them shots coming. For sure. You already know the punch selection that he gonna use. Punch selection gonna be he gonna try to use his jab at a rapid pace. Of course. He gonna try to out jab Shakur. Of course. Flicking it out there, flicking his jab out there, man. Trying to get some sort of response. Or flicking it out there, trying to just close the gap on Shakur. And he gonna throw the right hand downstairs. Yeah. That's what he gonna do. He gonna be looking for that right hand, then he gonna try to sneak him up top. Yeah. It's plain and simple. Sneak him up top. That's it. But if Shakur can stand his ground, if Shakur can evade and get right back in his space, right back in his face, man, evade and get right back in his face, right? When he's not set or ready to punch, when them feet are spread apart, Shakur can walk to him. Shakur can walk to him.
Lopez insists he's training to put Shakur Stevenson to sleep and prove himself, especially since he hasn't scored a big knockout in some time. He's focused on landing that decisive blow rather than just outboxing him.
I would consider you, out of you and Shakur, I would consider you the more explosive, possibly the more speed concerning like getting to the target quicker. But I haven't seen you really get the type of knockouts that made the fans appeal to the whole package and the whole system of you. Are you training?
You mean at 140 pounds compared to 135? Yeah,
yes, in comparison. Yeah. Are you training for a knockout? Are you training to do something to not just beat Shakur, but to beat him in grand fashion? When I say grand fashion, I mean going for the knockout.
Well, I think that the whole thing is the Bible of boxing really is that if you look for the knockout, you won't get it. You know, I think really it's just all about setting the good pace early in the beginning rounds and then going from there, setting that tone. I think that I don't see him going those 12 rounds. This is his first time moving up to 140. A lot of these guys can say a lot of things about me not knocking them out or whatnot, but they don't come and try to fight me after they feel this power. So it's for a reason. It carries. It does carry. I mean, I had a good showing with Arnold Barboza. He was #1, my mandatory, and he was too hesitant trying to commit to punches. So I think that it's just something that's going to be a rude awakening for Shakur.
Hey, Doug, you hear that? He said the Bible of boxing. What else is called the Bible of boxing? Ring Magazine. And he's a two-division Ring Magazine champ.
Great ambassador for those championship belts as well.
Yep, absolutely.
I'm very big on those things. You know, I claimed 2 weight divisions, 2 Ring Magazine belts just at 25, you know, and I'm 28 now. I've been defending my belts now. I feel great, you know, and then most importantly, you know, this will be my 4th title defense with the Ring and the WBO junior welterweight world division.